Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and friends, it is a pleasure to join you virtually for this important conversation on artificial intelligence, social dialogue, and the renewal of the social contract. First, let me commend AICESIS and the Economic and Social Council of Curaçao for convening this timely global forum. With so many national economic and social councils in your network, you are uniquely positioned to connect the voices of governments, employers, workers, and civil society. Exactly the kind of dialogue we need to shape a future that is inclusive, sustainable, and just. We all feel it, that we are at a turning point. Artificial intelligence and frontier technologies are transforming our economies, our societies, at breathtaking speed. AI holds enormous promise for productivity, innovation, and public service delivery. But it also carries real risks, widening inequality, weakening labor standards, and eroding trust in public institutions. AI must serve people, not the other way around. The UN Secretary General's Our Common Agenda call for a renewed social contract, one that restores trust, fairness, and solidarity. The challenges of AI and digital transformation make this renewal urgent and inevitable. So how do we get there? Let me suggest 3 key avenues for your consideration. First, we must rebuild the social contract to match the realities of the digital economy. It must drive upward mobility. It must be anchored in equity, economic security, and solidarity. Technological progress should be inclusive and leave no one behind. Progress isn't progress if it doesn't protect people. That means we must pursue policies that guarantee decent work, fair wages, and social protection for everyone, including workers whose jobs are being reshaped by AI. Second, digital inclusion must be central to the social contract. Right now, 2.6 billion people are still offline. That is 1 in 3 human beings on this planet. Bridging the digital divide is essential, but inclusion is more than connectivity. It means digital skills, meaningful access, and affordable technologies, particularly for women, youth, informal workers, and marginalized groups. The UNDESA e-government survey shows something critical. When digital systems are built on accessibility, transparency, and accountability, they rebuild trust and strengthen the social contract. Digital inclusion is the new frontier of social justice. Third, we must strengthen global coordination and governance. AI governance cannot be left to chance or competition. We cannot allow a race to the bottom. Instead, we must aim for a race to the top in labor standards, ethics, and digital rights. Ladies and gentlemen, no country can face AI's systemic risks alone. Inclusive global cooperation under the United Nations is essential to ensure that AI supports decent work and social justice rather than undermining them. The UN Global Digital Compact offers a shared roadmap for this purpose. Within the UN system, initiatives like the Technology Facilitation Mechanism and the STI Forum are aligning technology, development, and equity. The ongoing World Summit on Information Society Plus 20 review provides a timely platform to harness digital technologies with proper guardrails for safety, ethics, and inclusion. AI governance must be global because AI's impact is universal. Ladies and gentlemen, looking ahead, our societies face a defining question. Will we allow AI to erode trust and deepen inequality? Or will we renew the social contract so that technology becomes a force for inclusion, justice, and sustainability? I firmly believe the latter is possible. Throughout history, humanity has faced transformative changes, but we have built new norms, protections, and institutions. We can do it again, this time with AI, for current and succeeding generations. We can do it through dialogue, cooperation, and collective action. We can ensure that AI becomes a force for dignity and justice for everyone, everywhere. Thank you, and I wish you a productive meeting.